yesterday's workout may have been shorter overall, but definitely a tough one. If you did it, you now know that the stairs are not easy. Great conditioning work. Your legs might be a little sore today, especially your calves, from all the kind of flexion of your foot, stopping the impact and everything. So today is going to be a very, very low impact workout. And by low impact, I mean no impact, because we're going to be doing stretching and mobility work all day today. So for your warm-up, go outside and go for like a 20-minute walk or bike ride. I don't want anybody running. Well, I mean, you can, but for the purpose of this workout, kind of like a recovery workout, go for a walk or a bike ride. It can be 20 minutes. It can be longer if you want to do longer. But then we're going to come back and we're going to do some mobility work and some stretching. So it's going to be obviously more than normal because this is going to be the whole workout. So for the mobility, the first thing, so we have a long list of movements. You'll see them on the sheet, and I will just run through each of them quickly, but we are doing 3 rounds of each thing. So if you want to go down the list once and then again and a third time, that's good. Or if you just want to do the first one, rest, do it again, and then do the each movement 3 times before you move on to the next, that's also okay. Whatever you find that works for you. And so the first one is going to be, and I'm just going to kind of be right here. You can be standing up for these standing movements. I'm just going to do it so you can see me in the camera. So the first one is going to be 6 neck circles each way. It's exactly what it sounds like. You're just going to rotate your neck, your head in a circle. Start one way clockwise, then go the other way. For this, you don't want to rush, and for any of them, you don't want to rush through it. You don't want to just kind of, give yourself a headache. Really try and work through the whole range of motion that your body allows. That's what kind of the point of the mobility is. It works on your range of motion capabilities. Okay, so then we're doing 10 arm angels with a lat stretch at the top. These we've done before. Again, these will be standing, but you're just bringing your arms all the way up, and then you're going to grab and do a slight stretch on each side at the top before you come back down. Okay, then we have 10 scap, protraction and retraction. This can be standing or seated, but basically I'm going to do it from the side here so you can see. I'm going to have my arms straight out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of pretend I'm pushing something, and without leaning, I'm just going to try and push my arms out as far as I can, and then once I get there, I'm going to bring them back as far as I can without really bending my elbows. So I'm just kind of going with the movement of my shoulder blades. So 10 of those. Then we're going 8 cat-cow. So these we've done a bunch of times before. Flexion and extension of the spine. So just pushing the back up towards the ceiling. And then slowly transitioning down, pushing the stomach towards the floor. Then we're going 5 tabletop cross unders each side. These we've done as well. So on the hands and knees, one arm reaching under and then pushing that shoulder down to the ground before coming back. Then we're doing 5 tabletop opposite arm, opposite leg extensions. These we've also done. So opposite arm, opposite leg, fully extending out, and then bringing that elbow to the knee. And remember, we're doing these all slow, not rushing through them. Okay, then we've got the 6 of the frog position with the forward and backwards movements. I would recommend sweatpants or a mat or pillows for these, or it will probably hurt your knees, but I'll do it once for the demonstration. So wide knees, starting on your forearms, leaning forward, and I'm shifting my weight backwards towards my feet. So 6 of those, and we're moving forward and backwards slowly. Then we've got 6 big step lunges. So for those, we can do those in place. You're just taking a big step, and then you're sinking forward onto that front foot. It'll kind of open up that back hip. Then we have 12 good mornings with a 1-second pause. So hinging at the hips, keeping the back straight, chest up, and then we're going to pause for 1 second at the bottom, and we're coming back up. So I'm coming down slowly, 1, and back up. So 12 of those, and then last one on that list is going to be 8 single leg ankle squats, each leg. So we've tried these before, and they were kind of hard to get. So I'll show you. Doing them single leg actually makes it a little bit easier to feel them. So we're not actually doing full squats, but I'm just gonna so the movement is gonna be done on my left leg here. So I'm going to just kind of sink down, but I wanna keep my weight straight down. So I don't wanna lean forward. I just wanna kind of sink straight down, and my heel is gonna try to come up off the ground, and I'm just gonna push it down into the ground. So this front leg is only used for stabilization. I'm not actually like squatting with it. And then I'm just coming back up, and you'll feel it really open up in that ankle. So that's the list for the mobility. We're going through it 3 times, each movement 3 times. The reps are all there. You know, if you couldn't tell, it starts at the head and then it goes down to the feet. So we're kind of going in that order. Then for the stretching, we're going to do at least 2 rounds through each movement, but if you do have time and you want to stretch a little bit more, you can do 3. We're holding 25 to 30 seconds for each stretch. So the first stretch is just going to be an upper back and shoulder stretch. So arm across the body, really hold it, really try and relax up here, because this is where you're trying to stretch, and you're just going to hold it. Like I said, 25 to 30 seconds. Obviously, it's going to be 25 to 30 seconds each side. So I'm going to do the other side as well. This is we don't do a lot of static kind of sit and hold stretching. Sorry, I was trying to keep that all one take, but I was rudely interrupted by my storage being full. So we got a couple stretches left. Next one is going to be sad baby. That's what I call it. Basically, you're going to be laying on your back, and you're going to just pull your knees in towards your chest. Just trying to kind of open up the lower back into the glutes. Then we have the butterfly close feet. So this is when you think of a butterfly stretch, the normal one, where you pull your feet in towards your hips, and then you're just kind of leaning into it, pulling at the ankles and pushing your elbows into your knees. You'll feel a stretch in your hips. The next one is actually going to be a butterfly with your feet far. So you're going to push your feet out far away from you, but it's the same thing. Holding your ankles, pushing your elbows down into your knees towards the ground, and as you pull yourself in, you'll find it's stretching on the outside. Then we're going to do the single leg hamstring stretch. So one leg out at a time. Again, it's going to be 25 to 30 seconds each leg. So I'll do that leg, then I'll go over to this leg. And then last but not least, we're going to do a standing quad stretch. So you can work on your balance. So you can see me here, you can work on your balance as well. Or if you have something to hold on to, that works as well. But for this quad stretch, I'm going to turn to the side here. You don't want to just keep your leg in line with your other leg. Let it pull out the hip too. That way you'll get a good stretch in all 4 quads, as well as some of your hip flexors too. So that was the list of the stretches. Today's a recovery day, like I mentioned. So take your time, go through these stretches, really try and feel them. There's no rush to get through it because that's the entire workout. So that'll hopefully allow you to focus on the stretches and the mobility a little bit more.